skin isn't feeling too oily today. It's definitely a little bit of oil on there, but it's not as oily as it has been. I've been making sure to stay up on my water intake and all those things so I don't have like a ton of breakouts. So today I'm using my raspberry micellar toner as my little like light cleanser in the morning, because I did it a really like pretty aggressive skincare routine last night, so I'm not really trying to do anything too crazy. I'm almost out of this stuff and it makes me so sad, and I can't pick this up in store, so I'm gonna have to order it off of Coco Kind's website. I just usually just rub a little bit into my face. I'm actually really excited because I was able to order some of Jackie Aina's Forever Mood perfume, so I'm curious to see how I like it. It was basically sold out across all of Sephora for the most part, the ones that I was looking at least. And then I tried to get the Discovery set, and then I was like, wait, I totally forgot, because I was at the gym when I realized that it was still available at Sephora versus on the website where it was sold out. So then I was like, I'll do this after I finish out this workout, and then I ended up just getting carried away within my day, and it sold out while I was trying to look for it last night. So I'm super disappointed about that. But I did, however, like get some products that I tried earlier in my natural hair journey. I got the Nature's Little Secret products because it had like a birthday like anniversary sale, 40% off, and you can't be 40% off because Black Friday sales these days are like 20% off. Like, what is that, girl? Like, we don't do that anymore. We are looking for the 40% off, the 50% off. At least give me 30% off and free shipping. But a lot of companies these days will just give you 20% off, and that's about it. Or they'll do like a BOGO thing, which I'm like, that's not really what I'm looking for. So seeing 40% off on a brand that I really enjoyed earlier in my natural hair journey was really exciting. Aside of 40% off, like none of the products really get up there in price. I think the majority of the products regular retail price is like $14.99, and given my affordable styler series, if you haven't seen that playlist, make sure you check it out. In the affordable styler series, I tried to stick around 20 bucks. Sometimes I go a little bit above 20 bucks, but everything is under $24.99. So it was really cool to see some options of maybe potentially expanding that series and doing like affordable wash days for y'all. Let me know if you're interested in that. Alright, so I am skipping moisturizer, okay? I'm skipping moisturizer because my skin is you know, it's been acting up. I'm just gonna go straight into my sunscreen. This one is a tad bit more oily on the skin compared to the other sunscreen that I use. Oh god, the Higher Barrier sun lotion. Y'all seen on our channel. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll have my go-to link of my favorite skincare products in the description, because I stay messing up the names, and like I really try not to steer y'all wrong. So if anything, just go to the links in the description. They're there for a reason, because I be fumbling and forgetting all the names to all these products because their names are so long and it's just so unnecessary. But I'm going in with this one just because it is a bit cooler outside, but I'm not trying to really double up with my moisturizer and my sunscreen. So I'm just gonna do a little bit. It was like 36 degrees earlier, and I was like, isn't it spring? I was very confused. So I'm just trying to protect my skin out here regardless. So I looked in the Forever Mood. I was going to go to the mall to see both malls. There's like a couple malls in the natural area. I was going to go to 2 malls to see if they had the fragrance that I wanted, because I wanted hard to get, which is like the lemon vanilla fragrance. I really want that because I want to smell like a lemon pound cake. I want to smell like a lemon pound cake. That is the goal for spring. Lemon pound cake all day, all season. And that's what this fragrance, the notes are giving it to me. But I wanted to smell it in person. And when I looked, it's out of stock at every single location. Like, even like I didn't expect none of like the Sephora like little sections, and like the Kohl's and the where else are they? It's Kohl's and somewhere else, but I didn't expect any of those sections to really carry the fragrance. I expected it to be in the full-blown stores, but nobody had it, and so I just ended up buying the travel spray from their website directly because I don't want to spend a whole bunch when it's a blind buy. I know a lot of people do that. I can't do it, girl. I can't do it. I can't do it at all. An $80 price tag is still an $80 price tag, and if I spray it one time and don't like it, I'm gonna be disappointed in my purchase. So I just got the travel size, but it kind of sucks because I had to pay the $7.99 for shipping, where if I would have gotten a Sephora, I would have just searched through the cart and found something else that I was interested in. I was gonna get the little discovery set that they have, but that was sold out too. I'm a little all over the place. This Thai tea has got me going. It is strong, but it was so good and delicious. If you haven't tried Thai tea before, if you haven't made it before, do it. Do it, especially if you don't necessarily, like, I'm talking really fast, but it doesn't necessarily give me the jitters. You see what I'm saying? Like coffee, it doesn't give me the runs like coffee. That's a little TMI, but it doesn't. So if you need a caffeine boost, maybe check out some Thai tea. I did try out a new product for this wash and go. Let's talk about that real quick. This is actually the Doux 808 gel. Okay, let's get into these curls. And Innocence I Create Hold. Now, I didn't go ham on the Innocence I Create Hold. I feel like a lot of people sometimes when they get that really crunchy wash and go feel, you can kind of tell, you know, this, and that's a personal preference. Let me phrase it like that. That's a personal preference. But it's like, did you really give the other products in your combo a chance to see how they perform, or did you just go ham on the Innocence I Create Hold and you can't really see what the other product is doing in your wash and go? So I kind of went easy on that topper gel just because I wanted to see how it would actually pair with the 808 base gel. So I did just a tiny bit less just to see how it performed underneath and to just give it a little extra hold in case I needed it and I needed to stretch this wash and go, because this is a very glycerin based product. And glycerin can make the hair swell, especially if you're living in a humid climate. And I just kind of wanted to see what it was going to do, how much it was going to swell. And you can see it's like I didn't dry it all the way to 100% dry, so please keep this in mind because I was ready to go to bed, and you know, gel just takes such a long time to dry. You should not go to bed with wet hair, but I went to bed with my hair like 90% dry and chilled in the bed for a little bit, but yeah, so it's already a little bit swelling because of that, and that's really only in these back sections, but I like the gel. I like the gel. I know I'm not really giving like too much, but I usually try to trial a product. If you're new here, trial a product for at least 4 wash days before I give a true and honest opinion on it, and try it in various combos, various situations, if I can, various styles. But in wash and go situation, I think this isn't bad, especially if you are someone that has sensitivity to aloe. We don't talk about that enough. If you have sensitivity to aloe, this may be a gel that works for you. I'll put like some clips of me styling my hair and what it looked like with the application. I really enjoyed how it felt application wise. Again, because it doesn't have that aloe in it, it's not as goopy on the hair and on the skin, and doesn't really give that like nasty tactile feeling on the skin once it dries down. It didn't feel like it was necessarily a coating on my skin, and I mentioned that just because that's what it's going to feel like on the hair after a couple days. It'll be like, is there a coating on my hair? Or because there is a cast, that's what's creating your curls, you know, helping with your curls and capturing those curl patterns. But it's like, does it feel nice on my hands? Because I like to play in my hair. You really shouldn't be playing in your hair too much, but if I'm feeling my hair and I don't like how it feels, I'm out of there. I'm not using this combo again. But I do enjoy how it feels in my hair. It feels really soft to the touch, but it is very defined. If you have tried 808, let me know what your thoughts are. A lot of people are liking it, and I still want to play around with it a bit more to see how much I'm using each wash day, to see if it's worth the price per fluid ounce, you know, all those things. And I'll give like a deeper detailed review after those wash days. But I just want to say I like what I'm seeing so far. I definitely want to dry my hair next time 100% dry, and maybe go in with a bit more I Create Hold to truly see how it performs under the usual amount that I use. But I wanted to give this an honest try, and so far I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. I want to see how it expands throughout the week, and I'll let you know my thoughts as I go further along in my experimenting process. I've been talking for a minute and I just missed a business call, so let me take this call real quick and then we can get on with the rest of our day. I think that's my package. That wasn't my package, and I'm kind of honestly bummed about it, because that was supposed to be my office furniture that was supposed to come here, like my little like trinkets and stuff, because I'm doing an office update. Come on, let me show y'all. Don't mind this PR right here, or this office supplies on the floor. I'm trying to sort through these things, but here's the bins that I got for both of our desks. This is my girlfriend Courtney's desk over here, and this is my desk over here. We previously didn't have access to this space because we had a roommate, but they moved out, and so now I have my home office back, and I'm super excited about it. And now I get to decorate this space how I intended to. So I'm working on that, and if you want to see that full like office makeover, remodel, refresh, whatever you want to call it, make sure that you subscribe so you see that video. But that video should be coming out before this one. We also have access now to the second bathroom, and this is going to be really fun because this is going to be my official studio bathroom. So that's going to be so exciting. I'm going to be able to get more content to you all because all the things that I need are going to be right in this space. I potentially want to get a different tripod situation for my bathroom beauty content. I may get like a suction cup like mounts right here, and maybe even mount some lights on the wall over there. We shall see what I end up doing. Courtney needs to secure this tray here for me. I may get 1 or 2 more over here just for all the products that I want to use in my videos. Right now I am working just with this cart, which is great. I love that it's portable and I can move it, but I want to figure out more product storage solutions in the future. I do have cabinets underneath here and drawers as well. These are all pretty much empty, but I'm going to be filling those with skincare. Here is all the skincare that I have that's currently been in our bedroom. And this right here is why I say that I have a problem, and my way of at least addressing it for right now. The stash used to be a lot bigger. I've definitely given quite a few things away, whether family, friends, charity, whatever. So this is what I have left. I think the best thing that I can do for my own mental health and sanity, you know, is to get this organized, get my stash organized. And even though I do this for a living sometimes, not for a living, girl, like I hope to do this for a living. This is still very much a side hustle right now. But in order to level up and in order to be able to grind when I have to grind, is to get myself organized. Just because I have to have a lot on my plate right now doesn't mean that my space needs to reflect that. It doesn't mean my space needs to look chaotic. And you know how the saying goes, a clutter mind, you know, translates into your space. So hopefully me getting organized in the house can really help me get organized up here so I can get the work that I need done finished, because we have goals this year. We have goals this year and we're trying to accomplish them. So I'm probably going to organize all these products on my bed right here and just get them in the right categories, like separate my serums and my moisturizers, separate my SPF from my cleansers, all that good stuff while I listen to a podcast. Alright, so here are my cleansers. Here are the toners right here. My moisturizers. I have my mask over here. And then right here I have my like little acne dot patches, eye patches, eye mask, whatever you want to call those. Over here I have my sunscreen and my Pride and Joy. All the serums, all the goody goodies are over here. And there's my small little makeup pile. And then here's my like little miscellaneous pile that I just apparently was in the same drawer the skincare was in. I have some like hand lotion over here, a little skincare tool. I'll put this with my gua sha and my facial roller that I have in the bathroom. And then here's my sugaring paste. Eventually I want to get some like nicer bins for my nail stuff, as well as the overflow or some of my salon size products like my Innocence I Create Hold, as well as some of my body and bath stuff, like my scrubs and my exfoliants, as well as some of my bath things, like this Elemis milk bath, as well as this Philosophy. This stuff really sets up really well. I love this for my bath, as well as my Epsom salts back there. And of course my blow dryer box is in here too. So I want to try my hand at making like a DIY lavender matcha latte. I have all the ingredients. So I have all the ingredients. I am a matcha snob. This is pretty good matcha for the price point. It's pricey. Good matcha, it eats up a bit of your coin. But I think this full bag was like $40 something, 45, but you get like so much product. You literally get 3.5 ounces of matcha in here, and it's so vibrant, it's so green, it's delicious. Next up, I got my Planet Oat Milk. I like oat milk. I feel like it's the best one for your coffee drinks in general. We'll see if it froths up. I'm not really sure if that's gonna happen. Last but not least, I have the lavender syrup. So let's get to making this latte. I'm going to go ahead and heat up my tea kettle. For matcha, you want to stay around 175 degrees Fahrenheit on your tea kettle. I tend to go a little bit higher at 180. That gives your matcha just a tad bit more bitterness to it, but you do not want 180 is your top temperature that you want to do. You do not go above 180. This is my tea kettle. You can set the temperature. It also has a little digital display. You can also hold the temperature for up to an hour, which I think is a very clever little feature, especially if you are someone that likes to have like a second cup of tea in the same span of time, or say I want a cup of tea right now and Courtney wants one like a tad bit later. This is a feature that we use a lot, and especially with this ADHD brain. This one right here, I be pushing it a lot. This one is a timer. Say you want a delayed start to your tea kettle, like you know you're gonna want tea in the afternoon. That is a great feature as well. And of course, you can select from Fahrenheit to Celsius if you are on the metric system. Another great feature it has is it also sounds off when it gets to the right temperature, so you don't forget about it. First up, what you want to do when you are making a nice matcha latte is to soak your matcha whisk or the chicin. So I'm just gonna get this little matcha whisk. It is made from bamboo. Put it in this cup and simply going to add a little bit of water to it and let that sit for about 5 minutes. And this just allows for the matcha whisk to bloom, so that way you have an easier time of actually getting the powder to incorporate with your water. First up, you just want to make sure that you're setting up your chawan or your matcha bowl. I also have like a fine little strainer sifter right here ready to go. And then next up, I'm just going to open up my matcha. And we're going to use the chishaku, or this is like your matcha spoon. It allows you to really get up in there and get like a vertical holding of your matcha serving. I typically like a really strong matcha latte, so I'm actually going to use about 2 of these, maybe even 3 on a really stressful day. And you just want to slowly like oh no, my light died, y'all. We about to get through this. Oh no. My light died, but essentially you're gonna go in here and just slowly shift it out. This allows you to have a really fine matcha powder and get out any clumps, and allow you to slowly be able... Okay, this light's just gonna die on me. Okay, cool. Whatever. But this allows you to slowly sift your matcha through to get rid of any clumps and allow for you to not have to whisk it for super long. And it also helps out bring a bit more flavor, so you're not over whisking it. Slowly going through this powder. And that looks like enough for me. And I also add a little sugar at this stage as well. Y'all, look at this. This is how I have to do this now. Yep, light up there. That's what I talk about as creative solutions to problems. Okay, because I want y'all to actually get a sense of what like quality matcha like color starts to look like. There is some green, there is some vibrancy to it. And then I'm just taking my whisk out and I'm slowly doing like M or Z motions. I'm not doing circular motions. Doing M, slight side to side, side to side, side to side. And you can see how that powder is pretty much all the way gone. It's not sticking to the bottom. I usually like lift this around, see if it's looking right. And it is, and that's because we shifted that powder earlier, so it's not requiring a lot of a mixing in the first place. I'm going to go ahead and set this to the side. Next up, we're going to try to figure out if I can froth this oat milk. I know there is like milk alternatives that actually do froth up. I don't typically like those, but I want to see if I can accomplish that with oat milk. I'm going to use about that much milk. We'll see. I will say that's like maybe 2-3 ounces. And this lavender syrup is pretty strong. So I'm gonna use, I really want the lavender to come out, so I'm gonna use about like 1.5 cupfuls. Ooh, that was 1.5 cupfuls. Okay, that's how much that's how much of the lavender syrup we're using. This is very, very strong, so hopefully that doesn't come off too perfumey. Next up, I'm going to use my old matcha frother that I used to use, and I found that this is a tool that is okay for a quick matcha latte, but realistically you want to do that slow process. It really just helps bring out some of the flavors, and I think essentially to me it helps for it to not be as earthy. It just has a nice green aroma to it now because I'm doing the more traditional way. All right, let me go ahead and try to see if this wants to froth up at all. No, it's not going, but at least we're mixing it up. Oh no, I was trying to do a little something. You see it kind of frothed up just a little bit. Yeah, we're gonna see. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and just pour over my matcha. Ooh, that's such a gorgeous color. Oh, that's gorgeous. Oh, that looks so good. Ooh, that's hot. That's nice. Who is she? That looks delicious if I do say so myself. Now time for the taste test. I'm so excited! That is delicious. This might be my new like spring summer matcha recipe. This is so good. I honestly thought like I put too much lavender syrup because you saw how it poured out. I was like, oh, that's gonna be too perfumey, but no, this is good. This is good. Starbucks who? This is so good. I'm usually not a fan of like frothy milk in my lattes, but this is good. This is really good. Like I'm so proud of myself. If you want, you know, all the deets, all the matcha tools, all the ingredients, I'll have it linked below. But this is so good, and this is just encouraging me to get to work because I'm just gonna be sipping my matcha latte editing videos. This is so good. This is so good. Write up those scripts after I do yoga. I feel like I'll be in the best state of mind to do that after yoga, after working out. But get all the text and the music for this vlog and work on the next vlog as well. Okay. Oh, girl, you caught me talking to myself. That's embarrassing. I wonder how that sounded.
That's reflective of what I know God wants for me, because it's certainly not someone who betrayed me.
Thank you so much for watching this vlog. I know it's been a long time. I am catching up on my editing. I swear I am, because this was filmed in April and dare I say it's July. How did that happen? I do not know, but I have so much content to get to y'all. I've been filming this whole time, but I'm just now getting around to editing because I have some interesting and very, very exciting news, so you'll want to stay tuned for that, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Bye, y'all.